Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode. I told you guys I would be back here before Saturday, and here we are. Guys, so. It looks like, okay, not it looks like, we got, let's get into it right away. So, Hot Toys announces this beauty, okay? I don't know. Babo. Welcome, Babo.
I'm doing.
We got Thule in the house. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
I'm doing.
How you doing? Anthony in the house. Welcome. How are you, my friend?
I'm doing.
We have Time Master Sensei. Master Sensei. Whoa, this Spider-Man looks awesome, guys. This thing is gorgeous.
I'm doing.
I brought a couple of things out just to do a little comparison of what Hot Toys is doing and what I think is going to happen with more of these figures. Obviously not all of them, but maybe a couple others. We got Harold in the house. How are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
We got Gaki's Toy Box. Look at you. How are you? I feel like I haven't seen you in a while. Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here.
I'm doing.
We got Gilbert in the house. How are you, my friend? I'm here from the group. Thank you. Thank you for being here, my friend. I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
I'm doing.
How you doing? So no, it is not, which is another topic I was going to get into. It is not at all, which is a great sign. Okay, so there's no rush for this. Again, do we know how many they made? Absolutely not. But it doesn't mean it's not limited by any means. It doesn't say anything that it's limited by any means. I think that we would have known immediately if it would have been limited. Yeah, guys, there's 9 of you guys in here. Please hit that like button if you don't mind before you guys forget. I appreciate it. Thank you, guys. 4 p.m. here in El Gilbert, day off on the street. Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you guys for being here. So, all right, so let's get started, guys. So as you can see, okay, you would think, right, a newly developed outfit, a newly developed figure. As you can see, not really. I'm going to point out a couple of different things that they did to this figure, to this outfit specifically. Again, compared to what we've gotten in the past. Again, has nothing to do with each other, but it does slightly, which is why I want to bring up these comparisons. So as you can see, guys, nothing different with the design of the suit, okay? And this is why I brought them out, the ones I own already, to show you guys that there isn't much difference. All they're doing is changing colors, is changing designs, slightly designs, whether it's on the suit, on the actual suit, specifically on the legs, on the pants, right? Also, the split color has been done before. I'm going to say at least twice. Okay, at least twice. And so I told you guys also, red, you cannot go wrong with red and black. The combination of red and black will always hit you. It'll always look very sexy, which this figure is all day long. What I really like about this figure, guys, is the eyes, believe it or not. There's something so sexy about the eyes. The fact that they're not white for once, right? We just got that Amazing Spider-Man's limited edition with those chrome eyes, right? But they're always white. Finally, we got some black. This is another reason why I think the figure is sexy as hell, because of those black eyes. Look how the contrast looks on this figure. Gorgeous all day long. Uncarded in the house. Welcome, my friend.
I'm doing.
So again, pay attention to the design. Pay attention to the spider logo. Pay attention to the V here. Remember that I'm going to show you guys where all this is from. Okay? Again, if they can get away with it by just tweaking an outfit or tweaking a suit, why not? Right? Which is again what they've been doing with every single Spider-Man we've ever gotten, starting from the VGM line, then Homecoming, right? All these suits are pretty much they're similar, but they're slightly different. Whether it's like I said, the design on the suit, the texture on the suit, the colors on the suit. There's always a slight difference to every figure. Jeff, how are you, my friend? Welcome. It says I'll wait for inner to
I'm doing.
unreal. This is what yes. This is sexy as hell. Again, I don't think it doesn't look like it's limited by any means. So this is going to be a very sexy. And you don't need the. I didn't even get into it yet, but this Spider-Man looks. But yes, it's gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. We didn't even get into it yet. Look at that. Look how classy that is. Very, very simple, but so classy, so sexy. Again, the eyes. Look at that. The eyes do it for me all day long. The eyes. Again, when have we gotten a black-eyed Spider-Man? At least off the top of my head, I can't remember. All my Spider-Man are over there. All the Tom Holland are back here. And I can tell you, there isn't anything in black. So that's the first thing I noticed. I was like, oh my God, why does this look so sexy? Another thing, guys. Another thing. Fig Geeks, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you.
I'm doing.
So, the off-center spider webs on the actual suit and mask. So as you can see, they look like they're overlapping. They don't look, it's not your neat, straight looking, clean spider web design. As you can see, like I'm pointing out here, see how they overlap all over. They're not, perfectly even, perfectly straight. So that changes the whole look of it as well. It doesn't look clean. It looks more cluttered because there's more lines going everywhere. So another trick that they do, look at the backpack. So this, we know we get this with every single legged Spider-Man figure, right? So Iron Spider from Infinity War, we got those holes, right? We got 4. That Spider-Man 2 2.0 upgraded suit figure with the holes in the back. Iron Spider from VGM, the first video game, right? That one has 3 holes in the back. You don't need, it only came with 3 legs, so you get the 3 holes. So again, nothing new. I don't know if they're leaving them open like this, right? Remember that every other figure has covers on them to not have these holes wide open. This here, though, looks more like a backpack, though. You know what I mean? It's not like it's coming out of the figure's back. It's more coming out of something in the back, which is here. So are they going to cover? Are they going to give us the covers for those holes to make it look, cleaner? It doesn't look like it. That's why they're showing it to you, with the holes opened. So we got to wait and see. Nefty, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
How you doing? Thank you for being here, my friend. 14 watching and 15 likes for the Twilight Zone. Thank you guys for hitting the like button. I appreciate it. So, like I said, the backpack, right? This is definitely new. New design, right? Because we've gotten stuff back there already. So here, guys. So as soon as I saw the pictures, right, you get that Carnage vibe, right, with the black and red. So you get that really not intense, really like edgy, feel to the pictures, right? Again, black and red. When you think black, when I think black and red, I think Venom, Carnage right away. So this is a little bit of a vibe that I get in this picture right here. You got the red legs again, newly designed legs, right? Nothing that we've gotten yet. Hot Toys tells us that, but look how gorgeous these look. Now, I am obviously getting this. Am I going to display every single spider legger figure, on with the legs on? Absolutely not. It's impossible, right? The problem is now, so far, this is the third one, right? So we got the 2.0 upgraded. We got the black Spider-Man suit with the legs, right? They come with the symbiotes on it, which is sexy as legs, right? And these are just plain red. Again, the color of the red, gorgeous. So how are you guys displaying yours? Are you guys using the legs for it? Like this figure here will look incredible without the legs. It'll look that much better with the legs though. Look at that. Very, very sexy. Newly developed, like I said. So this is something new, right? They're telling us that this is something new, so this is something new. So detailed suit with asymmetric patterns and black spider emblem. So again, look how it's not clean by any means. It's all over the place. It's overlapping. The web is what I'm talking about. So newly designed, gorgeous. The spider legs, look, it looks like the venom legs. Like the venom, like the not the venom legs, the venom symbol from the comics, right? Remember that long spider, and then the obviously the venom comes out with bigger legs, slightly like that, right? Obviously not exactly the same, but looks very, very, very nice. Um, Interchangeable eye pieces. So again, these are the black ones. We've never gotten black ones again, as far as I remember. At least as far as I remember, I don't remember if we have any yet. But again, I love this look. 100% RCN Spider-Man Blacks. This guy, RCN. So again, gorgeous. Very, very slight differences in the eyes, as you can see. It looks like we're only getting 2 sets. There's really no need for more. Do you really need these eyes squinting? I don't think so. So these are perfectly fine. The differences that I notice, just from looking at the pictures, are literally this one's straight and this one's curved. That's pretty much the only difference that I see. This one looks like it's a little bit closed off. This one's a little bit more open. You can't really tell much difference here in the eyes, so I'm just going to assume one's bigger and one's smaller. That's about it. And here is the, all the pictures. So you got your hands. So this is something new, guys. This attachment here is something new for the suit, right? I know for a fact we never got any of this on any suit before, right? So I don't know about that. Here, the regular webs we've been getting with every new figure, right? New Spider-Man figure from that video game. So that curled web, right? We got it in black for the Spider-Man 2 for the upgraded suit 2.0. It came in black and white, I believe, or just maybe black. So again, they're reusing a lot of stuff. So this is what I wanted to point out to you guys. So the suit, right? So just from the picture, you can see there's 2 different tones here, right? Because again, this is how they make the new figures, the new suits. They'll use double tones, double. I don't want to say double materials because it's not a different material. It just looks different, but it feels exactly the same. But you can see the differences, right? It goes all the way up to the bicep, all the way down, and then it goes in and out through the legs, right? So this is why I brought this out. So this is just to show you guys how they've been doing the same design a lot. So here we go. So as you can see, you may not be able to see it too much on this camera, but right here, you'll see a line where the different materials starts, or the different design starts, right? You can't really see it much on here because it's black, but if you got the figure, just go look at it and you'll see what I'm talking about, right? So all they're doing, number one, is changing that design for every suit slightly, obviously, to make it different. Number two, look at the V symbol here, right? Look at the V shape here, right? Where have you guys seen that before? I'm going to tell you where you can see that before. So this is one, right? So this is the 2.0, the Miles 2.0. Look at the chest design. Same exact style, right? Same exact thing as what you're seeing on the screen for Peter Parker, right? Same design. And then this is the 1.0, so you guys can see the V also on the 1.0. So similar yet different. One's longer than the other, one's shorter than the other, but there's where that's where they're getting their design from, as you can see, right? So again, this just happens to to match this specific what do you call it? Suit, right? Hold on. Yeah, this happens to match that specific suit. But again, there are many different suits in the video game that are not necessarily anything close to any of these. That's why I said it's, it's kind of a thing, but it's not, because they're not just, even though they are redesigning, slightly changing and slightly tweaking all these suits, they don't look exactly the same. You're gonna notice some likenesses and some things that are close to it, but they have to change it, because imagine getting the same Spider-Man all the time. Just, oh, we just changed this one thing here. Everybody be like, this is the same thing over and over and over. So they have to make it obvious that something was changed. I think the more open eyes are from the cosmic superiors. Oh, okay, I gotcha. Damn, those are, yeah. No, I'm telling you, the black eyes, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Shows on the figure where this guy. Tally Meyer, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you.
I'm doing.
Thank you for being here, my friend. 285 on. See, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. You get the legs. It's a Spider-Man figure, right? So it is kind of pricey for a Spider-Man figure, right? The bodies are very, very thin, not much to it. It's a tight suit, so it shouldn't be that expensive, right? Because there's nothing much to it. But remember that it's a Spider-Man body, so the body has to be good, right? The body has to be decently articulated. The suit, these suits, I don't know, how much these suits cost. I don't know, they look like it would be kind of fancy and kind of, and I don't mean that they're going to be expensive suits by any means, but they look very, very nice, right? So I don't know what they use for these materials. I don't know, what it is that they do to these suits to make them that good, but they're beautiful, every single one. So the price, it is what it is. So, you're either going to buy it or you're not, right? You're not going to say, oh, I really want it, but that price, like, if you want this, you want this, right? For the look, for it to go with your Spider-Man 2 collection, the video game, obviously. So, it's up to you. Look at the hands. That's another thing I want to point out. Look how sick the hands look. They remind me of 2099 Spider-Man, right? Those claw-looking hands. Look at that. Sharp, pointy fingers. Sexy as hell. This is a sexy, look at that shot. Look at that shot. These legs are beautiful. Again, I cannot display every single figure with legs, so it's not going to happen. But look how gorgeous these legs are. Very plain, but look what they do to the figure. And again, you don't need the legs on. The figure is gorgeous by itself, right? You could have it this, with the webs or whatever. It'll look gorgeous, but look at these legs. Look at that. Look at that pose. That's beautiful. Look at the articulation with the legs. How he could squat. We needed this type of body for the Green Goblin on that glider, because that figure at the hips does not bend at all. I don't know if you guys saw my reel on Instagram. That thing is standing up straight on the glider, literally holding the bomb, because that thing doesn't bend at all at the hips. So this is the type of body we should have gotten for that suit, or at least modify the hip joints so the legs, could go up, or at least, bend at the at where it's supposed to get that nice squatted glider pose, with the figure, but of course not. Which is why I didn't use any of the gliders. The only one I have on a glider is the Toys R Us one, because that's the only one that works on the glider. The Hot Toys ones are useless on the glider, so that's why I didn't bother. So here, newly designed pincers with enhanced articulation. So, like I told you guys, completely different legs, a different look, a different style. They added more joints apparently for better articulation. It looks like, and they're telling you right here. So, Lou Figure, welcome. How are you?
I'm doing.
Thank you for being here. Welcome, welcome. Joker in the house. You made it. How
I'm doing.
Welcome, welcome. No, it's beautiful, 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 beautiful. So again, look at that pose. I don't know if we've ever, I wouldn't know if we've ever been able to pull this pose off with anything before, right? With the 2.0 or the Iron Spider, or I never tried, so I don't know. But look what they're showing you, and they're showing off that it's you're able and capable of pulling that off. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous figure, guys. Look at that thing. So another thing I wanted to show you. So look at the symbol, right? Pay attention to the symbol. So where have you guys seen this symbol used before by Hot Toys? If anybody can tell me. I'm going to show you real quickly so you understand my point with them reusing a lot of stuff. Look at the design. The only difference between this spider, the yellow spider, and the one on the screen is what? That the legs don't go all the way to the shoulder like they do on here. If you pay attention to right here, see how the leg goes all the way down the shoulder? Here it doesn't do that. It stops, the yellow stops here, and the shoulder's back here. So as you can see, again, it's just reused, whether it's symbol, reused, whether it's material. Again, they just have to change the design so it doesn't look like we're getting the same figure over and over and over. And at the end of the day, we really are, right? We literally are, just different colors and different designs, but it's the same, it's the same rubber suit with the same articulated body, and just, whatever has to change aesthetically. Tuli says the red pot is beautiful, beautiful. And again, look at this. All I see is Carnage. For some reason, I just think of Carnage with this. You have to display this figure with the Waldos, since it makes more the Waldos, since it makes more sense that it's supposed to be Dr. Octopus. He said with the Waldos. Have you got every Spider-Man release? Yes, I believe so. The only one I'm missing right now is the D23 campus one, that Avengers campus one with the churro and the soda can. I don't have that one. I have the regular release, but not the special, Disney, the D23 one. Spider-Man. Yeah, I think that's the only one I'm missing. Everything else I should have. Everything VGM, everything Homecoming, everything Far From Home, everything No Way Home. Yeah, no, pretty much literally every single Spider-Man as far as I know so far. That's why I pull everything out. I got, the miles, every single mile from the video game, from his video game. So yeah, I bought every single one. They're beautiful figures, they're beautiful figures. Just to have on display, even if you don't obviously the whole point of Spider-Man is, for posing, right? To get those crazy, beautiful Spider-Man poses. But what happens is, I don't like how the suits stretch and wrinkle and stuff, so that's why I don't bother. But even if you don't pose, those figures look beautiful standing next to each other. Again, they're all different, slightly different colors, so they all pop and they all look great. The negative suit, the Scarlet Spider, the 2099, the Iron Spider, the what was the other one? The Mark IV. So they're all gorgeous in their own right, So so as you can see, again, I see this and I see Carnage. I don't know why, but this is gorgeous. Look at that. Look how classy. Without the legs, forget the legs for a second. Look how classy that is. Even with anything, right? No spider web, no action nothing. Just look how basic that is. It just like that is beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This gauntlet here, look at that. Just standing there. Look how sexy that looks. Gives like a little bit of roboticness to it, right? Again, I don't know what the suit is supposed to do in the video game. Guys, you don't even know what happened. I don't know if you guys remember. I was supposed to get that special edition, the collector's edition, Spider-Man 2 video game. I never got that. And I had paid for it on I bought it directly from Sony, right? From Sony.com. It was, I think it was something like $229 or something. I never got it. And I completely forgot about it. And then when I checked, they were like, "Oh, we never got the order." It was like the weirdest thing. I was like, "What?" So I don't know what's happening in the game. I have to get that eventually, but that's why I never got it. You have to. Oh, never mind. I read that already. Yeah, they look amazing. Again, if you have them all together, even better. because they're all different. You know, they're all different. But yeah, guys, look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This you can't go wrong with this. Look at the again articulation. We know this. This is nothing new. All these Spider-Man bodies are all the same articulation wise. But everything about it, gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. This guy, unbelievable.
I'm doing.
He said new so who did? Unbelievable. But look at that, guys. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Anybody not getting this, please let me know why you're not even thinking of getting it. Obviously, if you don't collect Spider-Man, you're not going to get it regardless. But let me know if you are getting this, guys, and what is it about it that you like. Also, we have, guys, a release, like I told you guys would happen. So we're gonna get into, let's see, on here, we're gonna see what the price is that he is. So 285, like they mentioned, right? Again, it's not bad. To me, that's not bad. Because of what you get, right? The legs are we're making what is making or the legs, yeah, the legs is what is making the figure that expensive, you know, especially because it's newly designed. That alone, it's like we're gonna charge you for this, right? This figure without the legs, just like that, without everything else but the legs, 230, no problem. 230, 230. That's what they're worth. You know, they're small bodies. They're not, you know, they're not your Iron Man die cast, you know, heavy. They're not. This is the smallest. This is probably one of the smallest bodies they use, besides smallest and thinnest, besides the female bodies, right? Besides like a Leia, besides like a Padme, besides like a Black Widow, right? For a male, right? I feel like these are the smallest bodies. And then obviously, since the Hydra Stomper and Steve Rogers came out, right? That's their new tiny body, right? That Steve Rogers little tiny thing. That is the smallest male body ever. Obviously, again, if you want to go even smaller, then you have who? Yoda, right? But obviously that doesn't count. So that's why these figures should not be expensive. That's why these figures should not be more than $230. All of them. All of them. Webs don't cost a lot. Hands don't cost a lot. Obviously, once you have the mold, it is what it is, right? But obviously, you got to pay for that mold. You got to get that money. The base, those octagon bases, we get left and right. So all they got to do is put the label on it, and that's it. That's it. That's it. You know. So everything that they have for this figure, again, besides the new stuff, the hands are new. I can guarantee you that. That gauntlet is new. We've never seen that before. The webs are not new at all, not even a little bit. So, what are we paying for? Why 285? The legs, you know, the legs 100%. But again, the figure's beautiful. The figure is beautiful. How can you possibly dislike this? You know, at all? You can't. You can't. We love the Spidey, but some. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, see, no, and that happens, right? You don't. A lot of people don't collect everything, right? A lot of people have to pick and choose. Which, and a lot of people. Number one, a lot of people are okay with just collecting, you know, whether it's a Star Wars or the Marvel or whatever. But a lot of people who like certain things really struggle with, man, that looks really good, but I can't really buy it because I have to, you know, I got, like you said, I got a bunch of other stuff coming. I can't really get into that right now. So that sucks, right? When you have to miss on a figure that, again, this you could probably find later on, like every other Spider-Man right now, right? But it's like, man, I don't want to be the only one without it. So I get it. Goldenrod X. This guy. Tula, you. Mark, how are you, my friend? Welcome. Nice to see you.
I'm doing.
Hey, doing. That Return also has the same stand as Yannick has. Yep, correct. And the same as the Clone Wars Palpatine. The Emperor, that one, the Chancellor, whatever they called it, that one has the same. It looks like a gear, like a clock tower gear. That's what it looks like. You know. Um. So guys, like I said, we have a release, right? So we got the Return of the Jedi C3PO, right? This thing is beautiful, as you can see. The gold on it, the gold on it is incredible. The weathering on it, look at it, you could see it. It's very obvious. You could tell that the concentrated areas of where they applied these things, right? Look, it looks more copper here, more copper on the knees, more copper in certain areas. So beautiful, guys. Beautiful. Anybody, I know a couple people who ordered this already. Anybody not getting this or anybody expecting this already? I haven't ordered mine yet. I have mine on pre-order from Sideshow, so I have to see what it's going to be priced at on what do you call it? On toysforkiddles.com. And then, if it's cheaper, then I have to get it, but beautiful. Thanks for your call, Fab. Oh, you got it. Awesome. Fab, no, absolutely. Guys, FabsFigures coupon code on toysforkiddles.com. I believe you get 50 Hong Kong dollars off, which is, again, is better than nothing. And the customer service is incredible. He'll ship within 2 days, probably before. Obviously if the time is, the proper time overseas. And so the guy I've never had a problem with him. Like I said, he ships my stuff 1, 2, 3. It takes about 10 days to get to me. Free shipping, no pre-orders. There's no pre-orders. So you can't go on his website, try to pre-order anything. Everything that is out, he has in stock immediately. So C3PO came out today. He's on the website today. So that's how that website works. And I'm telling you, you'll never have a problem. The customer service is amazing. No issues whatsoever. I wouldn't tell you guys buy from here if I had an issue even once. I would tell you, hey guys, just so you know, blah, blah, blah. So that's the reason why I wanted to link up with a good company, because at least now, right? God forbid anything happens with toysforkiddles.com. You have me as the middleman to deal with them, right? With any other company, I don't, right? Besides Sideshow, I can't have any other company, look to me to fix any issues. Why would they? If they're trying to scam, who am I? Who am I to take, to get people's money back? I can't do anything. But because I'm linked to this company now, and because I know the owner of the company, any issues that happen, because I'm the one promoting it to you guys, I have to get involved. Especially if you use my coupon code. If you use the website without my coupon code, that's not my problem, right? Because you could have just bought that on your own, right? So if there's ever an issue on the website and you didn't use my coupon code, I can't help you because I don't know who you are. And even if I don't know who you are and you use my coupon code, I'm still going to help you. Because I know that, where did you get that from? Somewhere you saw it and somewhere you got it. And obviously who posted it? Nobody posts my codes but me. So you saw it somewhere. Right? And where do I post my codes? My Instagram, my Facebook, and my whether it's TikTok or whether it's Reddit or whatever it is. So somebody saw it on my stuff, obviously either following me or just hate watching, whatever it is. Either way, if you use the coupon code and there's an issue, I will help you by my own, by my choice. Not because I'm forced to by any means, because I'm not, right? This is a free-for-all community, right? Everybody does whatever they want. Everybody shops wherever they want. So it's not my responsibility where you order from. I choose to take that responsibility for you guys if there's any issues, because I'm the one doing that, right? I can't be a scumbag and be like, oh, well, whatever happens, I'm promoting. We know what YouTuber did that already. Oh, I don't know anything. I'm promoting, but I'm not attached to it. Impossible. Doesn't even make sense. How am I promoting something, but I'm not attached? Whatever they do, that's their problem. It has nothing to do with me. It's a lie. Complete lie. Anybody that's promoting anything, and God forbid anything happens, they have some type of connection where they can help. It's that simple. It's that simple. So again, having my coupon code, because one thing is ordering from a place, right? If I order from toysforkiddos.com with no coupon code constantly, and I make my videos and say, hey guys, I order from toysforkiddos.com, order from there. If that happens, right? That's just all up to me. If I want to help, that's up to me. If I don't want to help, that's up to me, right? Because I'm just making a video and telling you guys where I ordered, right? If I say order from here, I'm responsible because I told you to order from here. If I just said this is where I got it from, that's your problem if you order from there. But if I'm giving you a coupon code for you to feel secure ordering from there, you better believe, and that's just me, right? That's just me because I don't have a problem standing up for people who are using something that I'm offering to them for their own benefit. Again, things happen in the world, right? I haven't had a single issue with Toys for Kiddos, but it doesn't mean that somebody can't. Whether it's shipping, whether it's, whatever, something happened and, I need some help. I need some customer service. I'm emailing him and he doesn't respond. It doesn't kill me to message the guy and say, hey, by the way, this person's trying to reach the same thing I do for everybody with Pop Collectibles. I have zero connection with Pop Collectibles. And every time there's a problem, whoever messages me to get their attention, meaning Pop, I get their attention immediately. And usually, so far, the issues have been fixed, at least slowly. And again, I have no connection with Pop Collectibles at all. None. I don't have a coupon code. You guys know what I've ordered from there over the years. I have the black suit Spider-Man left with them. That's it. So with me, anytime I message him regarding anybody's issues, all right, no problem. Have him message me, have him contact us directly, blah, 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 right away. He never gives me the runaround, never. And I told you guys, he's been the same with me since day one, not because I have a channel, not because of anything else. I started buying from him, never a problem, never an issue. So that's why I still, and I know people have issues with them right now. I know that. But with me, no issues. And again, the moment somebody comes to me with an issue and I contact him, it usually gets, so far, they've gotten fixed. So if I can help somebody, why wouldn't I? That's why I do it, just because I can. If I couldn't, then I can't. Hey, I'm sorry, I can't do anything. I can't help you. I don't know the person. They don't know me, right? But again, being a customer for years of Pop Collectibles, that's why they're like, you know what? Let's try to fix whatever the problem is. Goldenrod, mine's coming in next week. Oh, you guys got it. Mine just shipped. This guy, unbelievable. Always buying everything. It's $15 more on toysforkiddos.com. Oh, it is. Okay, wow. But don't forget, this is just released. Remember that this is for the day one people. If you wait a few days, three to 5 days, it'll go on sale and it'll lower whatever it'll lower. So that's why it's always more expensive the first day and the first week, I believe. After the first week, go back to the site and you'll see on sale. The only ones that haven't been on sale are Buzz Lightyear for whatever reason on his website. Why? I have no idea. But they haven't been on sale. Everything else on sale after a few days. Whereas 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, whatever it is, it's always on sale after the fact. So that I understand. That makes sense. Gilbert says, you now who like gold Mr. Goldfinger. Better than the way for, well, correct. That's another thing. You're buying from overseas for what? Speed, right? To just get it that much quicker. And that's pretty much it, right? Because you're not doing it for any other reason but just to get it quicker. So you're overpaying that little bit just to get it quicker. I think it's fair, right? If you really need it that bad, why not? That's why I stopped ordering the day ones. $63 extra I had to pay just to have it in 2 days. It's not that serious, And my little discount would get killed by having to pay the extra $63. So I'm like, what am I doing? If I'm trying to save money, why am I spending more money on shipping? So as soon as they go on sale, I order it, boom, I get it right away. Well, not right away. 10 to like 12 days or 10 to 12 days. Guillermo, how are you, my friend? Welcome. How doing? Got an Endor Leia from from them. Look at you, shopper. Fabs, do you know who I do you know who I am? I'm not eligible for the Fabioso code. Hey, watch it.
How dare you?
Fabio, won't have it until you open up your. Imagine. Oh my god. You know what's funny? Mike brought that up a few times already. Because he's paying for storage right now, right? I'm like, I would never pay for storage, right? And I you guys know I have like 100 boxes upstairs. And so just because of that, he's like, we should open up a storefront and just, sell our stuff there. So imagine that. I'm not opposed to it, but it's like, who's really gonna be coming over, to buy hot toys? You know what I mean? It's not that simple. It sounds awesome, but I haven't pre-ordered him yet, but I think I will. He looks really good. And Salacious Crumb is the cherry. Yes, this is gorgeous. I love how the eye pops out. That's how I'm going to display him, just like this, how you see it on the screen. Just like that. Derek, my friend, welcome. How are you? Working hard. I doing, my friend. Welcome. Mark says, I've used them for a couple of years. Yeah, so again, I always shout out to Patrick. He was the one who told me about it. I had no idea they existed. He's like, oh, you try this website. And then, like I said, I ordered from them and I just started ordering. And here we are. The Thor, my friend, welcome. How are you? How doing? I'm risking my job. That's loyalty.
Yikes.
So let's get back to C3PO, guys. So as you can see, another figure not far off from the prototype. Very, very nice. I think the lighting is throwing off the gold a little bit, but look at that. I'm going to display, like I said, just like that with the eye popping out. Look at that gorgeous shot. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. The weight, guys, if you don't have the original, what is the episode 2 C3PO? Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. The weight on that thing. Oh my God. The weight on a figure could change the way you feel about a figure. That's it. It's that simple. The weight alone of any figure will be like, oh my God, this figure is great. Just the weight. So that's why the weight is very important for certain figures. If you don't have that weight, again, look at Cyborg. Remember Cyborg? The figure in the box looks straight metal. The moment you pick that up, it's like a feather. That does not translate to metal. Look at any die-cast Iron Man, especially a War Machine. The heaviness, the weight on that. That's what, you pick up that figure, like, holy. Look at the Punisher, War Machine Punishers, the weight on those things. That alone makes you feel like, my God, there's $450 I just spent. I feel it in my hand, Paying $300 and whatever it was for the Cyborg, that does not translate to that money by any means. And obviously they charge you for the second head sculpt, right? The helmet with the red eye, all the accessories, the extra hands, all that stuff again. But it should have been die cast. That does not feel like a metal figure at all. And we've talked about this plenty before. So why would they even bother doing that? And like I told you guys, they're making that figure eventually a 2.0 diecast 100%. It's just that simple. Remember that. You heard it here first. Here we go. Another great shot. So here he's got the regular eye in. Beautiful. Again, not much articulation because he's not supposed to. Look at that. With R2, can't go wrong with that. Look at that beautiful shot. This is an iconic shot right here. Look at that. I think he's saying 2 in the pink, 1 in the stink, if I'm not. There we go. See, I think that's what he's trying to say there. And then we have another raised arm pose. This thing here. So this is the base that someone was just mentioning. So this base is the exact same base. Like I said, the Palpatine from Clone Wars, the new one that's coming out, same exact base. The Artisan Anakin, same exact base. I don't know why they're loving this base all of a sudden, but feels like we're getting it with every figure. I don't really care for the base. It's kind of plain, but it's kind of tall. I don't think, it's going to be good for me to use in my D12. So, I don't care for that stuff. But they've been using them a lot. Look at this. Look at that. Very detailed. Really, really nice. I don't think anything's magnetic, so I don't think he's hanging up here with a magnet. So don't get too excited, guys. Let me see what you guys are saying real quick. C3. No, he looks great. He looks really, really good. It's a 1.5 by 3 different slave layer win-win. He's a little dirty, ain't he? We might. Yes. No, he is. He is slightly, but it's cleaner. It's clean but dirty. You know what I mean? There will be a 100% clean one, like pure, like gold. But this has to be weathered somewhat to make it look. Yeah, the diecast adding the weight feels absolutely exactly, and that's how you could justify it. At the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, none of this is worth no 400 nothing. Period. It's just not, right? Toys. These toys are not worth any of that. But when you have that weight in your hand, you're like it makes you feel better. Whatever it is that it does to your mind to help you justify that, you do it. The moment I opened that cyborg, I was like, this. It was like a feather. It was like, what the hell is this? Again, the figure is beautiful. The figure is gorgeous. It's just that weight. It was needed 100%. I'll be picking up this from a local shop. Oh, nice. Yeah, you always do that, though. That's good. I wish we had local shops here, too. You know what I mean? I wish. There's nothing around here. There's one out east that I know of, and I've been to one time. And everything they had was like old stuff that I already had. And so I was like, they don't really have much. But everything was old and everything was used. That was another thing. Nothing was new. So I guess what people do is they go in there, they try to buy other stuff. So they sell they'll sell their figures so they can buy whatever it is, because it's a comic book store, right? It's a comic book store that sells, figures and different brands and all that stuff. But the Hot Toys, again, they had like 6 maybe. So there's nothing really around here, One. Is there one in the stink? Oh my God. Is it holy hell? Oh my God. Oh, pass on the. Yeah. It doesn't. I mean, people love it. People already love it. They're like, oh, look at that base. The Han Solo one has like a grass little diorama, thing on top, which is fine, right? But I don't like it. They're not useful for me. Faz, you're 100% correct on the weight thing. You get that. Absolutely. 100%. And just from that, right? The figure could be very decent, but you got that weight. You're like, my God, this figure's great. That's it. Makes a big deal. Speaking of this guy is unbelievable. Oh my God, you're crazy. Truly, you're crazy. I like you, but you're crazy, man. Oh man. Upcoming event. So here we go. Another shot, guys. Gorgeous figure. Gorgeous. And if you see the wiring, painted completely different than the first C3PO, which is good, right? We don't want the same coloring stuff, the same design, the same. So that's a good sign that they kept everything separate. They kept everything like it should be. So very happy with it. Look at all the roughness, right? Because this is all going to make it feel rough. This is all the weathering. This is all look at that. The elbows. It's more concentrated, like I mentioned earlier, in certain areas. So you got some on the neck, you got some on the face, mostly on the solar plexus here on the belly. Then, like I said, on the hips, right here, the knees, and top and bottom of the knees, and just very little at the ankle. So, can't go wrong with this figure, guys. You cannot go wrong. And if you're gonna, whoever you are, if you're planning on getting them all, when you have them side by side, you're gonna see how incredible they look. That's why I can't just be like, oh, I'll take one and that's it. I just need one. Like, they're all different. Even if it's slightly, they're all different. That's why I need to get them all. And one thing I messed up on years ago, having that same mentality, I missed out on probably at least 1 to 2 Darth Vaders over the years. Just because the moment I bought that Sideshow one with the nice base and, the removable head from Return of the Jedi, I was like, oh, I don't need any more. Remember, I said Sideshow. I didn't say Hot Toys. I said Sideshow. So I'm like, oh, Sideshow. Hot Toys came out with a new one. I don't need it. I have this one. I missed out on like 1 or 2 from over the years. I don't remember which one. I think maybe a New Hope Vader, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have. I have Rogue One. I have all the new ones, but I missed an old one. Like I said, 1 or 2. Again, just from that mentality. Never again. I was like, I cannot be missing out on this stuff. So that's why I started, just getting whatever comes out. If it's the same one, just different, boom. Even if it's a reissue, boom. Why not? I was doing that. It was crazy. That's why, like, now it's like night and day because none of it is worth it anymore. I just like the plain black stands from Amazon. Yeah, the oval ones are the best, the best. And remember, it's not something that's like, oh, I'm using these because, no, Hot Toys developed those years ago. Again, I don't know if they were the very first people to make them ever. I don't know. But I remember that those were the ones that we were getting with every single figure from the very beginning. I think from the moment they started getting licensed, I think that's when we were getting those bases. And then they started getting fancier with, diorama bases and all that stuff for Terminator, for all those IPs that they had back then, Aliens, all that stuff. So they're just classy stands, they're very classy and they do what they got to do. You don't need to take up more, what collectors are trying to do is save room. We're not trying to take up more room with bases, no less. So that's why, to me, all these bases are, and I'll get the deluxe for that, diorama piece, 100%. I just can't display it because I don't have room for it. But do I own it? 100%. The feeling of missing out on something, which I've missed out on plenty, but the feeling of missing out on something, it's like, I don't want to, And again, I have. 100% I have. I just don't like to, So I try to avoid it. Here's more shots of R2. C3PO. Again, as you see, it looks like they're posing the figure the same way every single time. Here's the back. Because again, there's not much you can do with him. He's not, the elbows don't bend. His arms bend at like an angle, which is weird. It goes like this. So, that's why he looks funky. Here he is again. It's very nicely detailed, guys. Look at that. Look at all the wrinkles on the belly. Look at the hands. Looking like E.T. He looks like E.T. a little bit. With E.T. with a beak. So again, look at the base. Doesn't do anything for me. It actually looks nicer in pictures than it does in a close-up. It looks, in the pictures, looks like kind of like I said, like a wheel. Looks like a gear, right? So it looks a little bit more like metalish. Here, it just looks gray plastic. Here, look at that. How classy that is. Look at that. Beautiful shot. Gorgeous, gorgeous accessory. Look at that. So, guys, just because you see this here does not mean there's a reissue coming. So relax. Doesn't mean that it's never happening. That's not what I'm saying. But this here does not mean that there's a Chewbacca reissue coming. No. Again, is it coming? Yes. When? Who the hell knows? But this is not your sign that it's coming. This is the original Chewbacca from, that came out years ago. So don't get too excited. Again, none of this is getting reissued. This is just all the old stuff, right? So you got Luke, you got Leia. Again, just to give you the figures with the picture, with the figures. See, here we go. A New Hope. I have every single one here except this one, which is the only one I'm missing. Chewbacca. This guy's gorgeous. I have them both with the headpieces, with the headsets on. But yeah, look at that. You gonna tell me this picture's not gorgeous? How can you go wrong with this? This is beautiful. Imagine somebody having this on a shelf, just like this. All 6 of them, 7 of them. Beautiful, beautiful. So if you're a Star Wars fan, there is no way you are not getting this C-3PO. It's just that simple. All right? You have to get this. Look how gorgeous the whole pack looks. You can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that. Poor C-3PO going through through hard times. I need Jabba. I think Jabba's coming. Let me take that back. So Jabba is going to be a tricky thing. Number one, as you can see, the Sideshow one is ridiculously huge, right? Again, I don't know if it's to scale. I don't know what it is, but the thing is humongous, right? So that being available and knowing, again, from being around this long, it is very, it has happened, but it is very rare that Hot Toys make something that Sideshow already has. Again, it has happened. It happens over the years, right? For example, Sideshow will come out with something, right? And Hot Toys will not make it for years to come. So it does happen. It just doesn't happen often, right? So my thing is the fact that Jabba was made by Sideshow and he's still available on Sideshow, right? Again, that doesn't affect Hot Toys at all. That doesn't matter. Hot Toys doesn't care about any of that. But Hot Toys cannot just come out with a figure like that for no reason. You know what I mean? Unless it's the figure's turn for that line, whatever, movie they decide to make it for, right? So that's where it gets tricky, right? Are they going to make it? Can they make it? 100%. Are they going to make it? That's the problem. Why? Because Sideshow has it. So are they going to make it anytime soon? Sideshow's had it for years already. Years. Not 1 year, not 5 years. They've had it for longer than 5 years, if I'm not mistaken. Right? Way longer than 5 years. So what does that say? If Sideshow has had it for that long already, again, I'm going to say at least 5, which is way more than that. It's going to be at least 9, if I'm not mistaken. Right? At least 9 years. Right? And Hot Toys hasn't made it. That's where I get my information from. Because if Sideshow has had it this long and Hot Toys hasn't made it yet, it's not because they're not going to. It's just, to me, it feels like they haven't gotten to that point in that line yet. As you can see, nobody expected a Han Solo, and here we are. Everybody was talking shit about, oh, well, nobody, what's his name? Harrison Ford, in his likeness and blah, blah, blah. And here we are. Oh, they're not going to make a Han Solo because of the likeness and because of the, he didn't sign off and he blah, blah, blah. And here we are. So clearly somebody was wrong and something was off and something didn't matter and something didn't happen. Right? So that's my point. This is how I'm able to give you guys a glimpse of something that can happen because I go back. And if I see that something hasn't happened in years, why would I say, oh, it's going to happen? If it hasn't, it hasn't. If I see Hot Toys making a figure And then a couple of years later, make it again. And then a couple of years later, make it again. And it's coming again. Oh, how can you say that? Because they keep doing it. Same thing with what was it that we were talking about? The reissue. We were talking about a reissue recently. I forget which one it was. But that's my point. You know, Hot Toys can make anything and everything. It's just, have they gotten there yet? Is it part of their plans? Is it the figure's turn yet? That's what we got to think about. Not that, oh, they're not going to make it. Yes, they will. It's just not when you want it, right? It's not when we want it. Oh, we want it right now. Hot Toys doesn't care what you want right now. So that's the thing. So can they make it? 100%. Will they? I'm going to say eventually they have to, just because they have to, right? Again, the problem is Hot Toys going to take that from Sideshow? Because right now it's super expensive. I don't know if it's sold out on Sideshow. I'm assuming it's not, but it's very expensive. So if Hot Toys makes that, it's going to be better. It's probably going to be closer to scale, so it's going to be humongous. That's what we got to think about. It's when, not if. You must have saw a third party ET movie. We need a 2-pack of episode 1. That would be nice. That would be nice. That would be a very, very nice figure. And also, now that we have that, what's his name? Steve Rogers, what if body, that little tiny thing, they can make, not that they needed that to be able to make kids figures. That's not what I mean. But now that they made it, they have a kid body, right? And again, I don't mean that they're probably going to use that one for, a young Anakin. That's not what I'm saying. But they have one. So if they have one, they can't make another one? Of course they can. And of course they will. The problem is, are they going to make that 2-pack specifically? Probably not. Right? If they do, I would be completely blindsided by it, because I would never expect that from Hot Toys, to make a double pack of a what do you call it? A SC3PO and a young Anakin. That would be incredible, and people would buy that in a heartbeat. But does that make sense to them? That's what we got to question, is how they think, not how we think. That's my goal. The whole New Hope crew. Yeah, it's beautiful. You can't go wrong with having all of these. It looks gorgeous, especially if you're a fan, right? They did do back. There you go. How long has Sideshow had the do back? That's what I said. They don't do it often, but it's happened in the past. So how long ago did Sideshow make the do back? That's my point. So can they do it? Absolutely. Are they taking it from Sideshow? Absolutely. Just like do Jabba. But look at the time frame. Look at the time span from when Sideshow did their do back, which is completely different and, nothing compared to the Hot Toys one, but that doesn't matter, right? We're not comparing quality because one is super old and one is brand new. The point is, Sideshow did it years ago already, and here's Hot Toys catching up later on. And not catching up, it wasn't part of their plans years ago. Now it is. Now it's here. That's my point. So perfect example. Thank you for bringing that up, because that's exactly why I said it does happen. And here's a perfect example. It's just, it doesn't happen often. Can it happen with Jabba? 1 billion%. Tragedy Tales, how are you, my friend? Welcome. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while.
I'm doing.
Thank you for being here, my friend. Got Carnage last weekend. Yep. Carnage is a gorgeous figure. I had to get 2. I could go for 3. To be honest, somebody had it for sale kind of cheap. It was something like $300 some, and I almost jumped on it to get a 3rd. That's how good that figure is, right? Gorgeous, gorgeous figure. Again, that figure was my figure of the year 2 years ago when it came out. Or last year, was it? Last year. Yeah, last year. Feels like 2 years already. Great figures. That's a great buy, my friend. And yes, Black Adam. Black Adam should be announced soon because I saw the boxes overseas. So 1-6 Star Wars Pimpazoid. Welcome. I haven't seen you in a while either.
I'm doing.
I saw you a few weeks ago, I feel like. Sideshow's Jabba has been sold out. Okay, so it's been sold out. But he was made by Sideshow again years ago, and it was very, very expensive. You know, I don't remember the price, but it was, and that's why I didn't get it. You know, it was a statue number one, and the thing was so big. I was like, where is this going? And I could have, put it in one of these cases in the back, but it would have taken up and pretty much an entire case, which, it is what it is. But it would have been a mess. It would have been a disaster to where am I putting all these figures that don't fit in here now, So that's another reason why I haven't gotten it. Also waiting for Hot Toys to do it. Yes. So he's probably sold out. That's probably true. Again, because it's very, very old. But that's my point. Can they do it? 100%. The only job on Sasha is 110. Hopefully, there you go. So yeah, so the 1-6 I believe is sold out. The big one they made must have been sold out. Would you get a Rancor? So that's another one, right? So that's another one. The Sideshow has made one, a different scale, obviously. If Hot Toys makes it, it can't be 1-6. It can't. Can they do a 1-6? Of course, right? But the problem is the thing has to be so big, right? So big for us to be able to put the figure on top and ride it like you're supposed to. What Hot Toys can do, though, okay, is a diorama of the Rancor. Meaning, right, you get the head and you get the back of where he would, sit on. So you could display him with, as if you're sitting on the Rancor. So you have him, straddled on whatever piece they give you. And then you got the Rancor's head facing forward. And you can have Boba either facing to the right, facing to the left, whichever way. But you're able to get that look and take your pictures or whatever just from that diorama, right? To make that figure going to be humongous. Who's really going to buy that? But can they do it? Again, there's nothing Hot Toys can't do. Nothing. I don't care what it is. Nothing. It's just, does it make sense? Are people going to buy? That's what's important. But Daddy, Oompa now. This guy, unbelievable. So yeah, guys, you can't, beautiful figure. Beautiful all day long. Again, very, very exciting. Very, very exciting. The fact that, we're getting all these figures, period. Right? Who would have ever thought? Everybody had been asking for a C-3PO for how long? Hot Toy C-3PO for how long? Here we are. We're getting them left and right now. One after the other. So all we have to do is wait and stick around long enough to see them happening. That's it. Doesn't mean you have to buy anything or everything, but just be around and you're going to see that eventually it'll come out. Because that's what it is. You have to constantly keep making new product. They have to constantly keep giving us, new stuff, getting new licenses. They got to keep active. So eventually they'll get back to OT and they'll give us, or whichever trailer, whichever movie from the OT, and we're always going to get something. Yes, some things are not going to happen so often or so common, like Han. We were talking about this with Mike on one of the streams on Saturday. How many Lukes have we gotten already? And I understand Luke has many different looks in the OT. Fine. And even in Mando. Fine. But how many have we gotten? Many. And some of them you could do 2 different looks out of it, 3 different looks out of it, so many. So knowing this, right, and knowing that we've only gotten Stormtrooper disguise Han Solo, A New Hope Han Solo, and The Force Awakens Han Solo, which again I don't count because it's not OT, but he's there, right? But I'm talking strictly OT. So knowing that there's only been 2 from the OT, only 2, and there have been how many Lukes? I can tell you that we're not going to get Hans left and right. That's why everybody thought that the reason why we were not getting a Han is because of likeness and licenses and issues and all that stuff. And clearly has nothing to do with that. That's why when people say, "Oh, they're not doing it because he didn't sign the likeness and he didn't give permission," but I never believe that. I never believe that. I don't know anything about it, but I never believe it. That's why I always tell you guys, if something's coming, I'm going to tell you, I think this is coming because of this and this and this. But they'll never stop making Han Solos. They'll never stop making Indiana Jones. They'll never stop making figures that make some money. Never. For what? So that's how I'm able to give you guys, my little sneak peeks on what's coming and what's not coming. Because Pablo, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Thank you for being here. Why am I so blurry all of a sudden? There we go. So, so that's my thing. That's how I'm able to tell you guys, hey, this is coming, this is not. So are we getting another Han Solo? 1 billion%. When? That's the problem. That's the problem. Are we getting more Lukes? 100%. When? Who knows? But we're getting them. So you guys may not see the pattern that I see or see what I see or may not know because you haven't been around, from that time. So that's why I'm able to tell you again, just from patterns, just from connecting the dots, just from seeing what's happened years ago that hasn't happened. And again, another thing that makes it even easier for me to tell you guys what's coming. 10 years ago, the Hot Toys Factory was nowhere near what it is today. And remember that we've talked about them having multiple factories at this point, not just one, multiple. So how can I possibly say that's not coming? Because it doesn't make sense. It wouldn't make sense for me to say, oh, it's not coming. I can tell you now more surely that Hot Toys, and you guys have seen it, how much product they've been pumping out left and right. Every year is more and more and more. So where's this coming from? They're not slowing down. So how can I say, oh, no, they're not making that because they're doing something else? Never. These are their money makers. You're going to tell me that thousands of people didn't pre-order that Han Solo? Thousands, not hundreds, thousands. Because the character is that popular. So they're always going to make these figures. They don't have to constantly pump them out left and right because people would get tired. Reissuing Han Solos. Are you kidding? Forget it. Reissuing Luke's. Forget it. How come they haven't reissued the Stormtrooper disguise figures? I would love an updated version of those. And those are perfect. No complaint about those figures whatsoever. Those figures are perfect, just like they are. Completely different head sculpts than the New Hope Han and any other Luke. And believe it or not, that Luke's head sculpt is one of my favorite Luke's head sculpts out of every single Luke ever made. That one, that disguise, Stormtrooper disguise, completely different, but looks great. So can they reissue that? 1 billion%. What do you mean no? It just doesn't make sense. Do they want to kill that line? Right? We know that Howard is a big fan of Star Wars. Maybe that's why he treats it differently. Maybe that's why he doesn't want to make the line boring and just overflood it, with constant figures like they do Marvel. And again, it's two different worlds. So it's not like I'm comparing Marvel and Star Wars. I'm talking about the figure making. So it's crazy. It's crazy, crazy, crazy. I used to believe that Harrison Ford won't sign License Theory after watching YouTube because it doesn't make sense. This is why I never went with that line. And every time I heard it, I'm like, how is that possible? Again, I tell you guys every single time, I don't know anything about likeness. I don't know anything about licensing. I don't know anything about how that works in the movies. I don't know anything. What I think would make sense is if you're signed on to a movie, especially Disney, when they know that they're going to make product out of you and toys and accessories and things with your name and your Han Solo and your face and your everything, I would think that all of that would be automatically included in the contract. Period, point blank, end of story, because they know that it's just inevitable that it has to happen. Right? So that's how I think. Right? So if I'm an actor and I just signed on a movie for Disney, I mentally know already that my likeness is going to get taken because they're going to use it for something. Right? It's that simple. So that is why it never made sense. Oh, he didn't sign it. Howard doesn't like him because he broke the Han Solo figure on, the Jimmy Fallon show. Clearly that didn't matter, but people talk out of their asses to sound like they know stuff. And it's all misinformation, clearly, because here we are with a new Han Solo. But they talk, they sensationalize because they don't really know anything. They don't really know anything. So, the hidden sign and the likeness and this and that. That has never sat well with me, ever, because it doesn't make sense. You're going to tell me that Sony is going to give me a contract. All right, for the movie. Okay, here we go. Movie, okay. Oh, by the way, Harrison, we need your face for for toys and this and that and the other stuff. So here's another contract for. I don't want to sign that. I don't want what do you mean? You're the character we hired for that role. Therefore, you're responsible to give us your likeness for this, for the product, for the merch, for everything. What do you mean? No. That's why it doesn't make sense. That's why it doesn't make sense. And that's why it never made sense to me. Again, that's just how I think. I'm not saying that I'm right by any means, but that makes more sense to me than what they're saying. That he didn't sign this, that he didn't give his likeness, which is, again, now that we see this Han Solo, like I mentioned when that was announced, Indiana Jones, as a young actor, is coming as well. The reaction people got to the old-looking Indy, people were like, oh, I want a young one. A lot of people missed out on the first one, right? I don't know if it's expensive or not. It has to be. So everybody wants an updated new one. You're going to tell me, okay? You're going to tell me that they made a deep fake Luke Skywalker from Mandalorian. Okay? A deep fake, right? Same thing that they did in Indiana Jones, the last movie, when they made him young. Same exact thing. Same exact thing. You're going to tell me that Hot Toys is not doing that? It's a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. Okay? If they did it for Luke, for the Mandalorian, again, it's a big show. It's not like it's a crappy show and they just added him in. No, it's a big deal show, right? Which is understandable why they added him to the show. And they made the figure because it's a big deal for him to appear on that show years after not being around. So it was very important. But you're going to tell me that Indiana Jones, one of the biggest, most popular characters in history, came out with his last movie, because that's the last movie. There's no more. They made him old. You're going to tell me Hot Toys is not going to take the opportunity to make that money with him young? It's a no-brainer. Remember this conversation because it's going to happen. Oh my God, Gaki's Toy Box is a new member. My friend, thank you so much. This is awesome. I really appreciate it. This is for you, my friend. Oh my God, that is freaking awesome. Thank you, my friend. That's amazing. Here, I got some for you. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. That is, oh, guys, I got like either 9 or 10. See, I told you guys, Army's coming. TK says, there's also a theory floating around that Hot Toys wouldn't make an original trilogy C-3PO because of it. Exactly. I don't know where these people get this info. Again, I don't pretend that I know anything. I tell you immediately, I don't know because I don't know. I'm not going to pretend that I know. Oh, yeah, they said that. And it's all lies. It's all BS. They don't even know where they get that information from. It's all, they make it up to make it seem like they did some research or something. It never made sense. It doesn't make sense. Oh, Harrison Ford said no. Said no. What do you mean no? No what? I own you. I'm Disney. I own you. What do you mean no? Makes no sense. I don't care how many Hot Toys he broke. He's, what do you call it? He's in contract for, to do whatever the hell he's told to do. So he can't say no to anything. Oh, you need to go promote the movie. Nah. What do you mean no? We paid you for that. You're doing it. So that's my point. So it never made sense. Again, what I'm telling you is what I think, not what I know, because clearly nobody knows anything about likenesses at all. So that's why when I tell you guys, when I give you guys my opinion about something, I tell you, I don't know about this, but this is how I feel. I will never tell you, oh, it's this and this and this, because if I don't know, why am I lying to you? Why do I need to look like I know what I'm talking about if I don't? It's worse when you find out that I don't, because it's like, oh, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. It's worse. So that's why I don't do it. If I don't know something, I don't know. I never said I know everything. When did I ever say, hey, guys, I know everything? Never. So that's the thing. They come off like they know all these things. And, oh, yeah, this one and that one didn't sign. And he said no. And doesn't make sense. And that's what we're here right now. So, again, for those who don't understand, is this the last Han Solo we're ever going to get? Never. We're getting Chewbacca. We're getting all these people. Again, when? That's the problem. We don't know. But are they coming? 1 billion%. Luch, welcome, my friend. Look at you. Unbelievable. Probably waking up.
I'm doing.
Please, Hot Toys, give us another. This guy. Another Iron Man next. Unbelievable. I'm on break, but I'm still. Is that okay? I'm on break, but I'm still. You're crazy. Like the great yogurts once says, favorite merchandise. Exactly. They will do it. They would be exactly. It's and again, at the end of the day, it's all about money. Period. We know that the moment they come out, like they did with a Han, there are tons of people in the community that don't pre-order a thing. They pre-ordered that Han. If anybody thought that we were getting Hans left and right, they would have not cared about that Han. But they cared because we don't get Hans all the time and everybody wants the OT Hans, period. So everybody jumped on that. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't hundreds that ordered. It was thousands of people that ordered that. That's why I ordered right away from Sideshow, just out of fear. Because I'm like, I don't want to overpay overseas because it can happen. And if for whatever reason it comes out cheaper overseas, I don't have to pay the Sideshow one. So it's not a big deal. But just to lock it in to avoid, overpaying, it is what it is, I am the likeness, the likeness veteran. Yeah, so that's one thing. So I told William, right? I told him a few weeks ago. William is very on top of all the pop news, pop culture news, everything that goes on in the community, not in the community, in the pop world, right? He's always very, very aware of what's going on. He's always very on top of what's going on. I told him to do whenever, he's busy, he does, he works and stuff like that. And so I said, whenever you can, come on the show with the news for the day, for the week, for whatever you want, because he gets legit information and he's on top of all that stuff all the time. So I said, come on the show, share the news. If you can stay. If you have to leave, then leave. I'm still waiting. Han Solo on Tonto. So the those that Han and that Luke, from that scene with the tauntaun, with the jackets, with the winter jacket and all that stuff. All of that stuff is coming. All of it. You're gonna tell me they're never making that? Why wouldn't they make that? That's what I mean. We're getting, just like we've got literally every single Luke look so far, we're getting everything for Han as well. It's just there's no need to give us everything back to back to back to back within a year apart. For what? They have so many things to work on. They're not going to focus on Star Wars to burn it out. And then here we are. Oh, another Han. Oh, another Han. That's why they don't do it. So, Mad Planner, how are you, my friend? Welcome.
I'm doing.
Welcome, my friend. Thank you for being here. Mad Planner, what's up? What's up? So, yeah, guys. Very, very exciting times. Like I tell you guys, we're living in the see, I don't want to call it the golden era, because I feel like the golden era of Hot Toys was when in the beginning, 2008, 2009, 2010. I feel like that was the golden era. Now this is just like, mass production era. Like we get everything now. And I'm not complaining about the times we're in now, because it's just, it's a lot. And if you get a lot, you're going to feel a lot, Back then it was just, I feel like it was more about, quality figures than quantity. Now it's like, it's just mass production, 101. But yeah, guys, so today is what? Today's Thursday. I doubt we'll get another announcement tomorrow or another release tomorrow. So I'll probably see you guys back on Saturday. Gaki, thank you, my friend, for joining, for becoming a member. I really appreciate it, guys. If you haven't thought about it, please think about it. I appreciate you guys for all of you guys who are members. Don't forget also on Sunday, I will be having a members only stream. So Gaki, please message me privately. I have to get you guys, all together somehow. So whenever I have to send out the links for the stream, I could just send it to you guys directly, because you're all over the place. For example, I believe TK, not TK. Let me see who it is. Where do you go? Where'd you go? Where are you? How come I can't find you now? Am I bugging out? Where'd you go? How come I can't find you? All right, never mind. He's not here. I thought he was for some reason. That was weird. Yeah, no, that was weird. But anyway, no, I thought somebody was here that he's the only person I could email, because he's the only one that doesn't have any social media. So I have to email him directly. So that's why I want to get you guys, for me to easily just send you. So Gaki, please message me, Instagram, Messenger, whatever you want. It's fine. Just so I can, send you the link when I have it ready for Sunday. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you guys for being so active in the chat. As always, guys, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.